Moose's Garage.
Welcome back to Moose's Garage, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Moose. That's a Donnie.
Hi, Donnie.
Well, tonight we're going to try to fire up and check for leaks on that 600 Holley we converted to center hung float bowls and put the metering block in the back on the 355 for the Chevy truck, for the 68 C10. So we thought we'd make a quick video and make sure you guys be with us when we start it and see if we have any problems with it and see what happens.
Yeah, buddy. Ready to commence?
I don't know. You guys, hold on, man. We put the center hung float bowls. We put a metering block conversion kit on it. We took the plate out so we could change the jets. And this is just a 600 Holley carburetor that was a single feed, had the tube on the side, and now it has the center hung float bowls and it has the dual feed line on the side. So we're going to see how this carburetor does. And
I think it's going to do fine.
you think so?
Yes, sir.
We'll find out.
Here we go, fellas. Hang on to your socks. Can't have to do better than that, bro. What do you all think of that? Sounds good. Yeah, it does. All right, now let's start it off.
Let's see how it restarts.
Okie dokie. Here we go. That's better than that, huh? That's a good carburetor, boys.
Alright guys, no leaks. It's got great throttle response.
No kidding. I just can't believe it fired right up.
Fired right up.
Sounded good for sure. That turned out good.
Yeah.
Them boys in the 305 kind of like that.
Yeah, this might be our 305 challenge carburetor, guys.
Yeah.
So, if you remember, we took a 600 Holley, had the side hung float bowls on it on our last video. We had a 750 vacuum secondaries. Our throttle plate was jumped. So we took and put the float bowls off the 750 vacuum secondaries on, and then we had a extra Holley metering block conversion kit. And what you do is you take your side hung float bowl off, and then you get your funky screwdriver or make one, get the screws out, get the plate off. And then we cleaned it, put the metering plate on, and I think we got 72s and 76s.
Yep.
I gotta write that. I always write them on the top of my carburetor.
If you want a percentage, then you pay
Yep.
And we did this on Tuesday night. Today is Thursday, March 12th. Our video that we did this on got today on YouTube, so you can go back and watch that.
And we might have to set the full pull. The float in the rear, it's dripping, so it might be a little high, which is something that we'll tune on. But overall, I'm pretty excited.
Me too. It did good.
Yep.
No leaks. That's the main thing. No leaks.
So yeah, if you ever do this, guys, I always take a black marker and I write the jet sizes on the top. That way I know where I'm at and if I want to change them. But I'm pretty excited. That's a good carburetor.
Yes, sir.
And it was just an old single feed with the tube 600 that we had another set of float bowls we put on it, and they had an extra metering block conversion kit that we had laying around. And we put a quick change secondary spring kit on it, secondary spring kit. So if we want to change the springs in real quick, we just pop these two screws off,
Wow. There you go.
pop, change the spring. But yeah,
And this part I had for a while, I don't know how long it sat. So, but I think he's messed with it because he had a squirter that he would put
yeah, I put a 31 squirter in it too. Usually these come with a 25 or 28 squirter. So yeah, I think the only thing we got to do is put a little bit more run time on it and check the height of the floats. But overall,
pretty good.
Yep.
Real good.
so we wanted to have this next video showing you guys if we did actually get the carburetor running, that it does work, doesn't leak, and show you what's possible with used parts, being on a budget, and what you can do.
Yep.
I mean, even if you didn't have the metering block conversion kit, you could still put this float bowl on here. Just use the right wing screws, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is taking extra parts, making do with what we got.
And it turned out well.
Yeah, we got a good little carburetor.
Yes, you did a good job.
Yep.
Did
So
an excellent job. Really.
we will put this on our budget challenge 305. We'll probably run this carburetor on that motor.
I think you're running out.
Yeah. And after we're done with that, this will probably be our carburetor for our engine running stand.
Yeah, works good.
That's a heck of a good carburetor. You know, Johnny had the carburetor, and I had the extra parts.
Yep. So combined them and came up with something really good.
Yep. And I made dual feed line. I had some extra fittings, and I got some Fregola push lock hose and fittings, and made my dual feed line. So I had that stuff sitting around, and I had this feed line off an old arrow clip, part of it. So yeah, it might be mismatched, but it works and it runs.
Yeah, it works and runs. They don't look bad at all.
Nope. So yeah, we're pretty excited.
I am. Good shot. Good.
Yeah, I was
Very limited tuning on it.
Yeah. I mean, other than we got to set the float, I think the float bowl in the rear is just a little high, which that ain't no biggie.
No.
But so we're showing you guys what you can do on a budget.
Yes, sir. It is.
I know money's tight, times are tough, gas is expensive,
Definitely.
like everything else.
Yeah.
But
Something like this, even if you had to do on this, on a carburetor, you won't use as much gas for a motor setup like this. I mean, you're gonna use some low use, but
yeah, well, it all depends on your gearing and your gas and stuff. And this is running at 507 Uniti hydraulic roller, which I think it'll work in the old C10. It'll run good.
yeah, well,
So yeah, guys, anything's possible.
yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yep, you just got to work at it and just
Take your time.
take your time. Yep. You know, our last video took us a little bit because I thought I had my jets here. I didn't have my jets, so we were scrambling,
Yeah.
taking our carburetors apart to find jets, and
Yeah.
we actually got two sets of jets in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why guys put 78s in one side of the rear and 68s or 76s in the other. I don't understand
that's
that.
weird.
Yeah, I always was taught to keep them. You put if you're gonna put 72s up front, and then I usually go 4 steps bigger, which is 76s. So.
And when you adjust from there, right?
Yep. Which, you know, if we get the C10 running, I could probably put that carburetor on. We could tune that carburetor actually driving it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yep.
Get it better even.
So yeah, guys, see, progress.
Yes.
And we showed you the end result.
Yep. So you start, the end, and now the result.
Yep, it runs. So we just wanted to make this short video to show you guys what's possible and what you can do on a budget and low buck and have fun with it.
Yep.
You know, we had the Holley gaskets,
Yeah.
which I don't know what you can pick up a Holley kit for anymore.
I think it's like around $40, I think.
Is it 40, 50 bucks? Which we got another carburetor down there, a 650 double pumper we got to try to fix. We're going to try to put a kit in that too. But yeah, so this is possible. Budget. I think we think that budget bills, low buck is where everything's going at. Not everybody can afford the high dollar stuff, guys.
No.
And I'm not knocking anybody, none of the bigger YouTube creators or anything that can get their parts for free or at a really good discount, but we're not like that. Everything's coming out of our pocketbook, and we're showing you guys what's possible. The 305 challenge motor, we're building that like you guys at home would have a motor. It's going to be built where you guys can build it and
Right in
afford
your
it.
garage.
Yep, right in your garage. So.
And you're gonna be shocked how that's gonna run, I guarantee you.
And I'm still playing around with ideas about the camshaft. I've got an idea, but I'm kind of bouncing between two different camshafts. So
He'll
we'll
figure
see.
it out when you get there.
But I do have the CC kit to check the combustion chamber on the heads, and I'm going to CC the runners on the heads. I want to see what my runners are since I've ported them. So we will have those numbers too. And then we're trying to find a flow bench locally where we can get the heads flowed to actually see what they flow and how they flow. So we're working on it, guys. It just
It'll take a little bit of time, but
we're not around any great big cities where we could just go right uptown and go to a flow bench or a dyno. So this is all low buck budget. 2 guys that work, you know, our regular day jobs, blue collar jobs, and then we do this on the side for a hobby, and we love to do it.
Yep, that's a fact.
So, guys, build what you want, have fun with it. You're the one spending the money. You're the one that's got to be happy with it. Don't let somebody tell you how to build your car. It doesn't have to be perfect to be driven. Freiberger says that all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of good content out there for low buck guys. You just got to watch and I'm going to tell you right now, buy books. David Vizard is a great guy to read his books. Smokey, Uni, Grumpy Jenkins, and I even have an old John Lingenfelder book. And I think Super Chevy came out with something that had their articles in it. I think I have that book too.
You're right.
I think I got one of the old ones was How to Hot Rod a Small Block Chevy. And I mean, it's an old book. So, and plus, I used to watch or read Popular Hot Roddy, Carcraft, Super Chevy, Bracket Racing USA. I'd see something in there, it wouldn't be nothing for me back in the day to swap cams in the weekend and go
He's
out.
done
and
that,
try.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Or swap intakes. So, you know, I know you guys, you know, are on a budget and stuff, so build what you can afford. Have fun with it, enjoy it. That's what hot rodding is all about.
Yeah. And you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment on our carburetor or anything else. But share it for sure. And subscribe. Get some more subscribers out there. Appreciate you guys.
Yep, and as you've noticed, the last video, the sound's better, and the video is better, and we're hoping this one is too. So guys, we're getting better.
Yeah, we're
getting
getting
it figured out.
We're new. We're still kind of new at all this technology, you know.
Yeah. You know, carburetors, small block Chevys. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah. This is our computer.
Yep. So guys, until next time on Moose's Garage, keep hot rodding and have fun, guys.
Have fun.